Just going to straighten my measuring tape here and... yes, come in. Oh, hello, Reb Laser.
Hey, Motel, how's it going?
Very well, thank you. And how are you, Reb Laser?
Fat. It's good. It's going well. Listen, I got a question for you.
Yes?
See this shirt?
Yes, it's quite bloody, as per your normal shirts.
Yeah, it's jacked up. Could you do me a big solid? I got a tear in it right here.
Yes?
Could you sew that up for me?
Well, yes, of course. It will be ready by next Sabbath.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
And the normal rate will apply.
Of course.
And as you know, I do not offer you my discount.
That's fine. Yeah, I just tore this on your wife.
On my what?
I tore it with my knife.
Tore it with your knife?
Yeah, I was cutting with my knife on that. It was a stupid mistake. I was just cutting a piece of beef stick for your wife.
For my wife?
To life.
To life.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Okay.
All right, Reb Laser.
You got this?
Got it.
So by next Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
We're good?
We're good.
All right. I gotta get back to recital.
Excuse me?
I gotta go see the Fiddler's recital. He's playing tonight in Town Hall. It should be good. Good. I might even jump in on bongos. All right, baby. Appreciate it. Keep it real.
That laser wolf. Isn't Adam Denheiser brilliant? We love him. One of my favorite things that he does as Laser is when he's leaving, he's making his final exit, leaving Anatevka, and he looks around and he slips a little money into Tevi's cart. It's such a beautiful little touch. Actually, Adam Denheiser and I have talked about, what if we created like a Motel Laser spin-off series, like The Odd Couple, if they had to live together in some capacity. So we're having fun with those ideas. That little moment that he does at the end of the show is an act of tzedakah, okay? So tzedakah, for those of you who don't know, it's a Hebrew word which literally means justice or righteousness. But the Jews use it as a term for giving, for charity, any kind of philanthropy. Although it's more than that, it's an obligation. Whether you're rich or poor, it doesn't matter how much you have. It's this idea that we have the ability to give, to help those who are who need help. And one of the things I'm most proud of in terms of being in this company is the way in which Fiddler on the Roof as a company performs tzedakah. We do that through Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS, and also every week we give money to organizations that help refugees around the world, because as you know, Fiddler is a show about a group of people who become displaced, who in essence become refugees. Also, in this episode, we are going to look at some of the unsung heroes of Fiddler on the Roof, the swings, and I believe we have the greatest swings in the world. They are incredible. They each have to learn a million tracks, and they're the backbone of our company. And also we'll talk to the orchestra pit and have some fun. So enjoy. So I'm in my room with the Cookie Boys.
Cookie Boys.
Okay, we've got Matt. Say hi,
Hello.
Matt. And Austin. And what happens is every week the Cookie Boys come around. Now, they're actually amazing swings in the show, and they cover a zillion tracks, and they're incredibly talented. One of their many talents is selling cookies. Every week we do like a bake sale, and we raise money for refugees, because as you know, Fiddler is very much about a group of people who become displaced. And that's unfortunately a contemporary issue in today's society. We're dealing with the largest refugee crisis since World War II. So we've got, well, Matt is just eating away.
He's a great salesman.
So every week, would you say I'm a pretty good cookie buyer? Like,
You're maybe our top buyer.
Consistent.
I'm
Always act two.
A
honored.
loyal customer, yeah.
Honored. Well, it's because I'm always eating during the show, before the show, after the show.
Banana bread.
We do have banana bread.
And
We
there's
got a
my
live sale.
and there's my dresser, Jennifer Griggs, buying some banana bread for the refugees. This week we're benefiting the UN Refugee Relief Center. So thanks, Cookie Boys.
Thank you.
And we like to sing Cookie Boys to the tune of Gummy Bears. We go, Cookie Boys, dancing here and there and everywhere. They are the Cookie Boys. They are the Cookie Boys.
Bye, Cookie.
This is a rare opportunity where we have the full cast on stage in one place, so I'm going to do a quick round and say hello to you all. Say hi to Broadway.com. Hi, oh, Sylvia, don't die. Say hi to Broadway.com. Hi, Broadway.com.
Asking him for some energy. I'm very low.
You're very tired.
Yeah, I'm getting very low in energy.
Mendel's
right
very
now.
tired.
I reached out to Coach. Give me Motel came, so maybe you give me a little energy.
This is Fight Call. I'm going to show you guys what Fight Call looks like. All right, here we go. Make it exciting. It's for Broadway.com. Whoa, no. Boom, blah. Oh no, you son of a... I'm gonna get you. Oh! Alright, and now they're gonna do it full speed. Here we go. No! Oh, shit. Oh no, he didn't. Oh. Oh! That is some mean fighting. Yeah. Bravo! 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 So how many tracks do you cover in the show?
Well, now they added 5.
So you cover 5 tracks? What is it? What is that like?
What it is?
What is that like, covering 5 different tracks? I mean, I have enough trouble with one.
I know, it's fun. I'm new to this, so I'm learning.
How many have you gone on for?
Only 1, 2.
2. But you were amazing, weren't you?
Only 2.
So this is your Broadway debut?
Yes.
And where are you from?
Slovakia.
Very cool. I was in Czech Republic this summer, but I was not in Slovakia.
Our enemies, fantastic.
I'm sorry. So how is it that you came from Slovakia to Broadway?
To Broadway, well, 20 years later, I ended up on Broadway.
Oh, you're only 20? I thought you were 19.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're from the dance world. The dance?
The dance, the contemporary dance.
Contemporary dance. How is it that you ended up on Broadway from the contemporary dance world?
Because I love Hofesh.
Hofesh Schechter, our choreographer.
Hofesh Schechter. I've been in love with him for the last 6 years that I've known of him. And I was here on a vacation, and somebody, actually my friends from Broadway, from American in Paris, they're like, oh, I'm going to audition tomorrow for this show, Fiddler on the Roof. I said,
you said, what is that?
Show? Yeah. But all
What
I
is
heard,
that show?
but then they were like, oh, I don't know this choreographer, Hofesh Schechter. I said, what? So at the bar, I showed them what Hofesh Schechter was.
Oh, you showed like a YouTube?
On the floor. No, I was dancing.
Oh, you showed, what'd you do? You were like, this is Hofesh.
This is Hofesh. It's all. And at the bar, and they were like, what?
Yeah.
I'm not going. They were like, I don't move like that. I move more like...
Yeah.
Anyway, so it was just for fun auditioning, and somehow I ended up here.
Amazing. Welcome to Broadway.
Thank you.
So here we are in the amazing Jessica Hecht's room. Hey, Jessica. Drinking
I'm drinking miso.
Miso. Oh, that's good. That's good for the voice before a show.
Oh, is it? I just like it for me, for my stomach. You look handsome. You look very
You
nice.
look beautiful.
Aren't you one of the most sexy or handsome?
I made a list of
Yeah.
top 10 hunks of Broadway. I'm number 5.
What has that afforded you today? What
A
has
miso
happened?
soup.
I'll get you a miso soup.
Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, afforded me that.
Yeah, there you go. I want you to also note that
Jonathan Wyndham is on for Stephen.
it's good to know.
Marla Phelan is out. Sylvia Verskova
She's
is
a
on for
wonderful,
Marla.
beautiful.
Jessica Varsky is out.
Jesse's-
Kate Luplow is on as the Fiddler, and Austin Goodwin is on in Reed's track.
This is musical theater in a nutshell.
This must be new for you. All the, I mean,
This evening,
I imagine in most of the plays that you've done, this sort of rotating cast.
Yeah, I've never experienced this in my life. It's bizarre.
The other
Really
day
bizarre.
during tradition, that was insane. We had like
Yes, and
everybody was different.
Everyone is different. I took a moment just to observe that, and my cue came and went.
It was like there was a treat everywhere you looked on stage.
I just thought, who is that? Who is that? Oh, that's a weird wig. Looks weird. And then just the women that I usually sing with just began to sing without me, and I
Right.
stood there just like.
Oh, the mamas went on and you weren't even with them.
I wasn't even, but I
Right.
watched.
Did you sing with the mamas?
Not in any way.
You were just in
a
awe of
complete
everything
observer.
that was.
I was an observer. And why shouldn't I be? I was a
good.
complete observer.
You were learning.
It was lovely, yeah. And
Good.
so that was my biggest, my biggest revelation about doing musicals is you never know who's
You
going to be
never
playing
know.
anything.
It's
You can
true.
look around. You can take a cookie. We do a little cookie drive each week from.
Yes,
The Syrian
I
refugee
told them we had the
crisis,
Cookie
isn't it?
Boys on.
Oh,
And we talked
beautiful,
all about the Syrian
beautiful.
refugees.
So I would
And Jessica's
appreciate
helming
anybody's-
that effort. So
but I would just appreciate people donating
it's
to
true.
that cause.
And if you want to
Women.
help the cause, this week we're doing this. What's the organization this week that we're going to support?
We're doing UNH. We did MOAS, which is the Migrant Offshore Aid Service, which is brilliant. And now we went back to the UN Refugee Service, which is considered the sort of rock of.
Yes.
Of refugee agencies right now, but we'll pick a new
I
one.
love it, and I'm a
probably-
very avid cookie buyer. Just so you know.
He buys a lot of cookies.
buy a
We always
lot
have
of
a gluten-free option and a regular option.
Yeah. And you know what? Maybe one week we could do UNICEF Fund for Refugees.
I would love that.
Because I love them, and I love Carol Stern, who heads that project.
I would be happy to do that. With this, basically, we collect all this cash. Last week we made like $700. We collect all this cash, and then we just, not per week, we like $700 for the month, but let's just give it to UNICEF then.
I love that.
Okay.
UNICEF will love
You
that.
sold me.
Okay. Thanks, Jessica.
Sure, honey.
Hey, from my dressing room floor. So in addition to raising money for refugees, we also raise money for Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS. And to do that, we sign many, 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 many playbills, which you can purchase through Broadway Cares. And there are like tons and tons of these to sign. So Al Silber gave me the brilliant idea of laying them out like an assembly line and playing Henry Ford from Ragtime as an homage to that concept while I sign. So I have my best friend here, and we're going to get going. So ready? This is Amazon Echo. Alexa. Her name's Alexa. Play.
See my people, well here's my theory of what this country is moving toward. Every worker, a cog in motion, well that's the notion of Henry Ford. Grab your goggles.
I'm ready, Lord.
So I got a lot of comments, questions on the YouTube pages and on Twitter about the pit, about what it's like to be in the pit. So let's go take a look, okay? Here we are at the pit, and we're gonna go inside. And there's Mary. Hey, Mary. So
Hi, Broadway.
Mary and I did last 5 years together. She was one of our amazing cellists, and you played the original last 5 years,
did.
right? At in Chicago, or did you?
Chicago, and then in New York.
Minetta Lane.
Yep.
So here's your music.
My music.
And there's Will. Hi, Will.
Hi.
And what do you play for the
Viola.
viola? And you did this. You did Les Mis before this.
Les Mis for a long
And sometimes you conduct for us too, right? So any advice for aspiring musicians?
Practice your scale.
Practice your scales. Yeah. What do you think, Mary?
Max had a piece of advice. I always say go off Broadway. Find an off Broadway show to sub if you can get anywhere near any kind of show. That's
Yeah. And composers too. I know you have relationships with composers like Jason Robert Brown and
yep.
yeah.
Anyone you know who's writing music, if you could be a part of playing it,
Yeah.
that's a great way.
But for the youngins, practice.
Practice.
Right?
But also, like, do lots of things. See shows.
Right.
Yes.
Get exposed to a lot of things.
Yeah, and talk and talk to the musicians after, right?
Yes.
And when you go see a show, wait by the stage door and talk to the musicians,
Love
right?
that.
We love
Makes
that.
us feel very
quickly,
important.
but you know.
Any favorite moments to play? You want to play us from Fiddler?
Oh yes.
Okay, here we go.
Oh yes. Ready?
Oh, beautiful. Thanks, guys.
See you, Adam.
Say hi to Broadway.com. Hi. So next door to me, we have Mitch, who plays Yussel and the Beggar, Nachum, and we got Adam, who's our amazing rabbi. Mitch understudies Laser Wolf. You just went on for your first time.
and Adam Understudy's Tevye. You've been on a few times.
Yeah, a couple times.
So, and we were just talking because Adam today got to watch the show for the first time,
Which was amazing.
and you watched because you were sort of wanting to take in the from an outside perspective.
Yeah, and because I covered Danny, I wanted to have a better perspective on everything that he's doing on stage, because as an understudy I have a responsibility to make sure that I'm not just covering the part, but covering the part as it's done on stage, for the benefit of everybody that's on stage, so that when I come on doing Danny's track, it's not like, what the hell is going on stage.
Yeah.
But it had unexpected benefits also, because not only was I able to see exactly what I needed to be doing, and I made corrections, but also I just got to see our show.
So what was that? I'm so curious what that was like.
It was this amazing experience, because our show is so beautiful. When you're in a show and you're performing your track, you can tend to get kind of myopic. You tend to think, the show is built around, what I do every night, and you lose the sense of the totality of what a show is all about. It's like you're doing your own little mosaic tile, and then you get to kind of iris out, and you see everybody's mosaic tile, and you get to see this enormous, beautiful mural, and you see this journey of a show. You are so wonderful, Adam.
Stop it!
No. It's such a precise, beautiful, fully realized performance that I think in poorer hands would have been a stereotype and kind of the poor nebbish, and you just bring such humanity to that role.
Thank you so much.
And it's just a pleasure to watch, just a joy. And I just love our show. What can I say? It's a great show.
Well, I love you, and I love our show, and I hope to be able to watch it at some point.
Yeah, maybe they'll soon do it.
Well, thank you, Adam.
Thank you.
And Mitch, thank
You're
you.
welcome. Good to see you again.
See you soon. Thanks for watching, Muddled Citizen. Now we will end the episode, as we always end each episode, with your Twitter questions. Nicole Wright, at Nicole_M_WRIGHT, asks, Hey Adam, question for the vlog. What line or lyric that you say in the show do you feel best represents Muddle, represents you? Great question, Nicole. I'm going to go with, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I think in that line encapsulates so much of the way in which I think Muddle represents the American dream. I mean that in terms of his tenacity, his spirit of industriousness. And really, I mean, you look at what America is founded on, it's this principle that we are entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That line in contemporary context, I think about marriage equality, gay rights. I think about Muslims having the right to pray and to enter this country. We're in a sort of contentious presidential nominating season right now, and I think about how this country is founded upon immigrants and based upon a principle that everybody is entitled to happiness and equal rights. I love that line dearly. From Lizzie Jaspin at Lizzie_Jaspin20 says, at Al Silbs, that's Alexandra Silber, my amazing title, and at Adam J. Kantor, Dear Sweet Sewing Machine is such a sweet song. Do you know where it would have been in Fiddler? Thanks, Lizzie. For those of you that don't know, Dear Sweet Sewing Machine is a song that was cut from Fiddler, and Al Silber and I just recorded. We recorded that song and a music video for it. It's going to be a bonus track on the cast album, which comes out March 18th. The song would have been in Act 2 around where the rumor is. Probably where the sewing machine scene is, where Seidel says, you got it! And I say, I got it. But it would have been musicalized. Catherine Jean at Katie Tabez. Loving your episodes. I'm currently preparing for the role of Seidel in my first equity show. I think you are so inspiring. What are things you do to keep yourself going for so many shows to stay in it, as in physically, mentally, health-wise? Congratulations to you. Your first equity show. That's a big deal. It's really cool. And Seidel's an amazing role. Exercise, of course, because stamina for 8 shows a week, keeping up your body, your voice, exercises is important to me. Yoga, any kind of meditation, any kind of sort of spiritual practice that connects you to your center, I'd say is important. Of course, just relying on your cast members. That's what they're there for. And I have to say, we have the best cast ever. And if ever I'm tired or not feeling in it, all I have to do is look around the stage and look at eyeballs, particularly my Seidel's eyeballs, and pulled right back in. So I'd say get to know and love and trust your cast members and build that relationship. They're going to really help you on your journey. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in next week for episode 7 of Model Citizen. Bye-bye. Red Blazer?
Model in a bottle. How's it going, baby?
I've tailored your shirt.
Oh!
Tried to mend the damage, of which there was plenty.
Oh, that's great.
Of course, you should send it to Reb Isaac to have it cleaned, because I couldn't remove all the blood.
Yeah, well, that's not coming out. Thank you.
All right. Reb Blazer, before I leave, I have a request for you, which I hope you will grant.
Sure, I'll do what I can.
Well, as you may or may not know, my shop is suffering a bit, and it's not doing quite as well as your meat shop, and, and I was wondering if I could perhaps stay with you while Seitel stays with her family, so that we might rent out our home on Stettel B&B to save some money.
You want to bunk in with me?
I would like a place to stay, and I was hoping you might have a room for me.
That's what you think, huh?
Would you?
Of course!
Thank you.
Of course, yeah, no, come on over, crash.
Thank you so much, Rep Blazer.
More the merrier. Of course.
I'm very relieved to hear it, so I will see you before the Sabbath.
Let me just tell you one thing.
Is that your underwear? It
smells. It's fine. Let me tell you one thing.
Yes.
Doing some remodeling on the house.
All right.
So, most of the house is closed off, but you can bunk in with me.
All right, and but you have a separate room with a bed for me, don't you?
Nope, I got one room, one bed. My bed. It'll be fun. It's like a sleepover, you know.
Sleepover.
Just the two of us together. It's a twin.
A twin bed.
Yeah.
Us in the same bed.
I'm gonna sleep on our side, so sleep like spoons.
Well,
I just came up with that.
I need a quiet, dark place to sleep. I'm a very light sleeper, Blazer.
I love noise and light.
I just
Love to sleep with that.
don't know if this is going to work.
I know, we make an odd couple.